That's the goal, right? That's the goal. Speaking of talking shit, I know you had to be laughing at the Gary Russell and Devin Haney conversation.
Yeah, definitely. So my uncle, like, he always listens to you. So like,
Uh,
he been around so much, I hear, like, even if I'm on my phone while I'm doing something else, I hear a little bit of it.
uh,
Like I mean, I don't know. Like, Gary just calling out. At first, it was like, Gary, it's Gary. He calling out people like, okay, like, we all know Gary can fight, but now he just calling out anybody.
mm-hmm.
Like, said Crawford, like, I do that shit. Was like, come on now, Gary. Like, Crawford, like, you not gonna fight no Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if he want to fight, Devin, fight.
I
They say
think
he too much. Hey, fight. Nobody else ain't fighting you. So
yeah, and that's sad, man. And that's what I was telling Mr. Haney, that Devin is so good, Shakur is so good, and Gary Russell is so good that you're gonna 10-2 these guys. You know what I mean? You're gonna 9-3 these guys, and they don't want to fight you.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That front foot dominant Latino guy ain't gonna want. They gonna protect the Oscar Valdez, the Carl Framptons, and everybody else in between. They just don't. You know what I mean? And I just think you gotta get in front of it. I was telling Mr. Haney, I was like, man, just get in front of it, man, and just fight Gary. Put a rematch clause on it. Y'all motherfuckers get all the money, and then the pandemic hit. But what do I know? You know what I mean? But that's ironic that you're in the DMV and you got Gary Russell and your boy Devin Haney. That's pretty entertaining. Have you done rounds with any of the Russell brothers?
nah. Hey, when I was young, like, I played around with them a little bit, but like, I never sparred them.
Mm,
They so much smaller.
yeah, they are.
You'll catch a few fighters that's really gonna spar heavier guys, or like, some fighters will, but some won't.
What don't you like about the sport of boxing right now?
Man, I really love it. But what I don't like, of course, the business. Everybody know about the business, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get too much into it. Like, me and my uncle make decisions. He'll come with me, like, here's this, and we make a decision upon each other. So I don't really know what we can get, but of course, we hear about all the sneaky and bad behavior, like the bad things in boxing, and how everybody be like just sneak. But my thing with the fighting, I don't like. I don't like how they doing with the money now. Like, back in the day, I feel like my generation gonna be that generation that we gonna get a lot of money, but we also care to fight to see who best. Like,
Mm,
these guys now, they ain't really trying to fight each other. Like, you can tell that they really don't be fighting. Like, there's no way that you the man and you can't say you want him. Like, you
mm-hmm.
can't. And then I just don't see it. Like, I don't really feel like these guys, they be trying to fight each other unless they get some money that's like too crazy. Like, if it's fair and it's cool for you and it's cool for him. It's an agreement. Like, I feel like my generation, we fighters. Like, we gonna be like back in the day. We gonna see who really the best fighters.
Mm. What's your take on Teofimo Lopez?
I like him. I sparred with him when I was real young, and that's my he cool with me to this day. Very athletic, very strong. I really like him. I definitely like how confident he is to fight Lomachenko and taking on the rest. It's a win-win situation for him. Like, when you come into a situation like that, he ain't got nothing to lose.
Mm, yeah. Who's overrated in boxing? If you could pass on any question I ask you, so don't feel like you've.
Who overrated?
Who do you think?
I think everybody know who the most overrated. Like,
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think Ryan is the most like
Who?
over. Ryan Garcia. I think he's like
Oh,
the
Ryan Garcia, really? I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Lomachenko. Honestly, I thought you were gonna say Lomachenko, but you say Ryan.
people say this and that while I'm checking, but as a skill, I really like his skill. Like, I
Uh-huh.
really think he can fight. But he can be considered overrated. Like, calling him Jesus and shit, that shit is old.
Yeah, yeah, black fight fan calling white Jesus. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
but
that's too far. So he
yeah.
could be considered overrated too. But I think Ryan Garcia is definitely overrated.
You think Ryan's overrated? He done destroyed his last two opponents.
But who is
First
the guys that's guys that he supposed to be going against? They been knocking them guys out. Like, they like they old trash. Like, he looking good against him, and they promoting him well and getting him the right fights.
Mm.
I want to see him like, hey, I ain't never seen him get hit back. I ain't never seen nobody fight back at him. No, like, all just aside, I ain't seen nobody fight him yet.
You think he's a fraud, or you?
I don't think he's a fraud. Like, of course he gonna get in there. If somebody hit him, he gonna fight back.
Yeah.
But I don't think like he just knocked out artists that they saying like I don't.
Mm.
For you to get these titles, I think you got to do that with like higher competition.
Mm. Gotcha. It's interesting because how about Rolly at 35?
Yeah. I think he could. I don't really think nobody overrates him. So like, I just look at him like Rolly. I don't think he compete with them. He can compete with them guys up there.
He
At one.
can't.
No, I don't think so. That 135 is packing.
It's
Like,
heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
he can beat 135. Ryan might be his only person because he sparred him whatever he did. But other than that, I don't see him doing that.
Hey, Rolly's a wild boy, man. Rolly's a wild boy. I ain't seen him. I haven't seen him box yet. I'll be honest. And I haven't seen him spar since he was like an amateur or like a year, 3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's been some years since I've been in the gym with him. Um, uh, who's underrated?
That's a lot of underrated guys. I think Caleb is underrated.
Caleb. Ooh.
I done seen him spar a lot of times, maybe in Vegas. I think he
He embarrasses his sparring partners.
He really.
Yeah, he makes them look stupid, dog. Like he shit.
I don't think Benavidez get enough credit.
Fight right there. You just promoted that fight.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great fight. I think they should fight. Both of them guys are underrated, like very underrated. Who else? Man, there's so many people that's so underrated. Definitely like smaller guys. Dang, what's that guy? What's the little Spanish guy that he fought Oscar?
Valdez?
Yeah, he fought Valdez.
Adam Lopez? No. Is it Adam? No, that's called Frampton. I don't know.
That's real good.
I don't really keep up with them too much. Like honestly, I don't keep up with someone asked.
But yeah, the main two underrated, I think, is them two. Them two big thing to me.
Someone asked, have you sparred Sean Porter?
No, I was just trying to spawn when I was just there, but I think like he was in like a bubble or a quarantine or he was doing something.
Okay, got it. What's your take on Sean Porter? Good fighter?
Sean Porter better than he better than a lot of people think to me. Because nobody coming there. You see these guys, they be clipping these guys, and when they get in there with him, that shit is never the same. Like,
good point.
Nobody never gave Earl no fight like that. That fight could easily been a draw in anybody's eyes. Or some might ask Deshaun.
Really? You said a draw with the knockdown?
Yeah. I definitely could have been a draw.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. I had Earl 8-4. However, they were nip and tuck rounds. So I'm not going to disagree with it. They were like 10-9, 10-9. They were like 4 rounds that was like this, and but he won the I thought Earl was stronger in the championship rounds, Big Tuck came on, changed everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
yeah.
That knockdown gave him that push.
Yeah.
Without that knockdown, it was a toss up. It was like,
but yeah, what I say? Because Sean could win that round, and that's a 3-point switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody